What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Banks, aka DJ Fine, CEO of JTU. We are Jersey Magazine and Jersey Diamonds, and I'm here with the homie Cash Johnson.
What's good, my boy?
You already know. Cash Johnson, upcoming artist in the building from Jersey. We're gonna get to know him. So my man Cash, obviously, I'm sure everybody's asked you this question. Your name, Cash, where does it come from, brother?
It was actually my mom's name. What camera am I looking into?
Both of them.
Yeah. It was actually my mom's name. So my mom passed away when I was little and shit. When I was like 4.
Definitely.
Thank you. And she was in the streets, so she just gave me her name. So like my grandma killed me for saying this, but she used to rob banks and shit with like fraudulent checks and all that. That's stories my dad told me.
Yeah.
So she was always getting money. Whether it was that, she was real smart. She went to Morehouse, college and stuff like that.
It was about her money.
Yeah, she was really about her money. So she gave me her name.
So she blessed her son with cash and tell him you're gonna be successful and get that cash. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you stick to your government name? I mean, obviously it's your cash, obviously from the rip. But what made you stick to that? You know, some people they have like a different added to their name or different synonym to their name. So what made you stick with cash?
I mean, I feel like they gave me that name for a reason. So it had been doing them a disjustice, injustice, however you said, if I would have changed my name up. So I used to just go by Cash, but then me being an artist, I feel like everybody uses that. So I just decided to use my full name. That sound like an actor or something like that.
Dope. Now let's jump into your artist game. So how long you been doing this for now?
About 8 years.
About 8 years. What made you continue to stick? That's a big number. Don't sleep on the 8. That's a big number. So your developing phase between them 8 years. What's the Cash that we see now?
So when I first started, we was in a basement. Shout out to my boy Gary. I first started, we was in his basement freestyling. I came up under these 2 dudes named Aramis and Dre. They was in school. We would be freestyling in the hall. I used to see them rapping and shit. So we was at the parties, you know, downstairs in the basement, drinking, smoking. And I used to see them freestyling. They was like, yo, yeah, go get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's really when I started to rap and like freestyle. I was battling people in the hallways before that. You know what I'm saying? But actually like thinking I could rap, I got the confidence from them. And that was probably like freshman year or something like that.
Now, when we were speaking earlier, you was talking about that you don't feel you have a genre. You just kind of just go based off of just yourself and being right how you feeling. So what kind of Cash do we see now versus the Cash that we saw before?
Like in the beginning?
Yeah.
In the beginning, like, you know, I would barely make hooks and stuff like that because I don't feel like anybody come in rapping and know how to make a hook. Yeah. So like I was just rapping, making freestyles and stuff like that. Even in the beginning, I would rap about things that I wasn't doing. Either it was getting money or when I first started, I know I made songs.
That was getting money.
It wasn't. Oh, we're talking about Lamborghinis and shit. I'm like 15, Lamborghini. And then talking about even a shooting or something like that, just regular dumb rap shit. And then, you know, as I'm getting older, I know that I have an impact on people and I have a story to tell. So I'm like, why am I telling somebody else's life when I can tell mine and I know it's interesting enough? So that's basically how
I want to talk about the sacrifices in the game, man. Like I want to talk about I know we were talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So what is it like for you to go through those sacrifices of being an artist in the game, upcoming, making these moves, going to these shows, putting your records out, pushing it, not knowing if it's going to be a hit, some are a hit, some may not. Like, what is it like for you to just continue that drive?
I mean, like, I look up to Lil Wayne. That's my favorite. That's my favorite rapper. And I remember watching interviews. He was always going and always working. You know what I mean? The top performers, Michael Jackson. You look at all of them. None of them had it easy. So, you know, that's what keeps me going. So I'm always putting out music. All my music is tough to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just know if I stick on it, and things are already progressing right now. So I always been optimistic about my life. So that's pretty much it. Cause I done seen the worst. So like, you know, it taking a lot more time than it is. It's not the worst that I've seen.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Real humble gentleman, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Cash Johnson in the building. Let's talk about this album, man. So this album's been out for a little bit. When did it drop?
May 24th.
May. Yeah. So now, what's the feedback been with this album, man?
They love it, man. They love it. It's tough. To me, I put a lot of hard work in it. The album is called For Every Night I Slept On because, like I said, I've been doing music for a long time, and I feel like people have been sleeping on me in the beginning, and I just put my heart into it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give you different vibes and stuff like that. So I got like some personal songs on there, some turn up songs on there, some cool songs on there, just to show you I can do everything.
Yeah. And the Cash Johnson we see in this one is actually telling you a story in chronological order.
Yeah.
Now explain to me how you came up with that concept, saying that did you know that from the beginning? Like, you know what, I'm gonna just put this in chronological order.
Nah,
I mean, make sense. Like, or did it just kind of just flow? Like, this makes sense.
So alright. So I always watch documentaries on the greats and stuff like that. So like I just watched the documentary. What's his name? Not Barry Gordy. I'm talking about I'm trying to think of his name. I can't come to me right now. But so like I just looked out, you know, how they made their albums and stuff like that. So I went back and I listened to some Biggie albums, some Mace albums, and just listened to it. Like if you listen to it, it's a story. Like Ready to Die was a story. So I just tried to make it, you know, make sense. So the first song, the album is called For Every Night I Was Slept On. And the first song is called Cold Night, so it plays on that topic. And I'm just talking about all the hardships that I've been through in my life. Or, you know, one specific situation and another situation, just the pain. And then the second song, I'm talking about all the struggle and the sacrifices that we were just, you know, talking about that we go through. But it's called Leaving. I'm just telling you, like, I'm leaving, I'm going. Like, you know what I'm saying? The third song I got is called Whoa. So it's basically talking about, like, how we're on this path and this journey. And now, you know, people say they're going to be there for you to support you and stuff like that. And they're not. But you still got to go ahead and do what you're doing. Then the next song is called Revel My Engine and Go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hop in my car, go where I got to go to, you know, complete the mission, and then the story goes on.
That's dope. And what was it like creating that project for you? Because like I said, that sounds like you got a lot of personal in there, and just being able to be a part of that story. Like you almost telling your fans, like I want you to visually and also psychologically be with me at this stage. Okay. And maybe you could even relate to it. Yeah. So what was it like for you to even make relatable music like that, where you were able to get the confidence to say, look, I'm gonna tell you my story, and maybe you can relate to it. Maybe this is what will make you want to listen to it even more.
I mean, it's not even fully my story. It's bits and pieces, and I'll be lying to you if I said I sat down in the beginning, was like, oh, I'm gonna make this song first, this song. So I had a whole bunch of songs already recorded, and I was just picking them. Like, you know, I probably had like 50 songs, but let me narrow it down, you know, to a good 10. And which songs make sense, like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the story beforehand, like when I first started. I had the title in mind, and then I just played off of that, basically.
Did you have a lot of archives of other music that you had to try to pull to this one, or this is just a completely new project that you just have new?
Some of the songs are like 2 years old. It's 2 years old. I just released them now.
And what is it like going in that backpack and just pulling it out and being like, look, like I make it better. Like, you gotta read.
I never re-record my songs. I'm a big person on it. I'm about that vibe. I don't even, like, if I do a song and someone like, oh, you should do this way, I don't even want to go back in the booth. I just make a new song. I just make a lot of music. So it's like, if you ain't like it then, let me just make a new song. I ain't even go and change that. Because I had that, you know, that feeling when I made it. So.
And where are the vibes that you feel when you perform your songs, especially the one with this new with the new album that was out and everything?
Turned up, man. Turned up. You know, I drink a little E&J before I go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But like the feedback with the fans, I'm sure has been like, yo, this is some realness. You know what I'm saying? Like, but how do you pick off of that EP specifically what songs you want to perform? Like, how do you know like this song is gonna hit this crowd? Like,
depending on the area where I'm going. If I know a little bit about the area. Or like the venue, if I know I'm going to like, let's say if I'm going to like the Bronx, I know they real like hip hop out there. So let me do some hip hop. Like if I know if I'm going to a place where it might be some younger kids want to turn up, I do one of my turn up songs or something like that. I just really go on the area and demographic.
What's the process of creating? You say you're working on some new projects and everything. What's the process of creating new projects after releasing an album previously? Like, you know, because sometimes some people want to say, I'm just going to keep, like, pushing this album. But, like, what is it like for you to just move on to the next project? Just stay ahead of the game and make sure, you know, and then later on, we feel like...
Because I'm always writing. Like I said, like, if I'm not writing, I get depressed. So, like, I'm writing every day. So, it's like, I got all this music. Why not drop this album? I keep pushing it. But in a couple months, I'm going to just drop another album. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people are just putting out so much music because people got short attention spans and they always want to hear something different. So I feel like why wait on it when I got something hot now? I'm just give it to them. So
that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Cash Johnson in the building, yo.
Trying, man.
We don't want to give you too much more than that. So I think we might be done. Cash Johnson, tell me they can follow you, book you, and everything, brother.
You can follow me on Instagram at Jersey Cash 5. That's JERSEYCASH 5. Facebook Cash Johnson. YouTube Cash Johnson. And we lit, man.
You heard it here first, man. Cash Johnson, we are Jersey Magazine.
We out.
Jersey Turned Up Entertainment. Entertainment.